don't believe that they snore, and if you prove it to them, they don't give a f. That's what kind of shit is this? You don't believe me? Try it. Go home at night and tape Bay snoring. she don't give a f. You try to get out of bed in the morning, you be like, Bay, don't get up, listen to this. She be like, what's this? This is shit I've been trying to tell you for the last 3 years. She'll listen to all 3 minutes of that bullshit presentation. And what? You know what? You so petty. I'm so sick of this bullshit.
Make me laugh. Monday's going down on 100.5 The Vibe, the soul of the 7 cities. Now, you know, we're going to make this a little bit different, right? Because when you got royalty coming through, when you got like seriously good family coming through, you got to break out the good silverware. You know what I'm saying? No paper plates here. No plastic silverware going on here. We have a comedian here who has been cracking me up for years and cracking you up for years. And he's got some big things coming up that we want to go ahead and just make this a real intimate, a real great session for him. Please give it up for Mr. Bo Dacious in the building. What's going on, bruh?
What's going on, man? It's so good to be in here, Tone.
I'm glad you're here, man. You think about trying to take my job? Because I know you used to do radio and everything, man.
Man, I didn't do radio to that degree. I just maneuver my way in and out of, 5 different stations.
Whatever you can make happen, right?
Yeah, man.
Do you ever miss it? Do you ever miss being on the air like daily?
Man, I saw so many of my friends get fired. I'm just like, I don't want no parts of that. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, man, it'd be like every week somebody I knew was gone. You know?
That is the truth.
What happened to such and so? And they in Detroit now. I'm like, damn, I just did an interview with them last week. Yeah, radio changes, man. I don't want no part of that.
We move around too, man. We move around. Like, did I see you? Yeah, I was in Florida.
Yeah, I'm old. I don't like change, man.
Right. Well, you definitely owe your season. You're one of the best comedians in the country, period.
Thank you,
I wanted to wait to tell you this when we started rolling. The last time I saw you at the last time I saw you, the Funny Bone, man, I've seen you a couple times, but that, maybe because it's fresh in my brain, that had to be one of the funniest moments you've had, bro. You killed it out there. That was for the opening of the Funny Bone, whatever, when the new Funny Bone is going on now.
Joint, yeah.
Man, like, it's weird because it wasn't the same material from the time I saw you before. So are you just constantly writing and constantly practicing on material?
Well, the thing is, I've circled this country, man, probably 15 times. I'm just going to say that on the low end. 15 times I've circled this country. And, people have a deep appreciation for what you do, if they mess with you like that. But, for the masses, a lot of people, they want to see, 10, 15 minutes of new stuff every time they see you.
True.
So, and then some people, like yourself and me, I like to see the classics.
Yeah.
So, I just try to do a healthy mix of those, man, and rock like that. But I'm going to have at least 10 minutes of new stuff every time I'm seen. It's hard, but I try to do that.
Right. Well, it's definitely relatable for us seasoned brothers out there. For some of us you've been talking about, it's definitely relatable. But that's the type of comedy that I like. It's funny, the stuff, the comedy that used to make me laugh back in the day.
Relatable issues.
Yes. We all have them, man. You came in here looking Ghostface Killing Fresh anyway. You know what I'm saying?
That's my era, man.
Let me
that's
get
my
this
era.
full camera on you, man. Peter, come on, man. Is that not Glaciers of Ice right there? Is that not Cuban Links right there?
Yes, sir. That's my era, man. I ain't gonna never let that go.
I love that, man, and that's why
that was the freshest era.
It was, and you could rock Polo. Nautica was still kind of hot at the time. Yep. Tommy Hill figure.
But Tommy Hill was on the way out, but Pooba was still rocking it.
Yeah. I was.
I've been a low head since junior high.
Where you see, I couldn't afford the low like that, so I was
well, I couldn't afford it then either. I was stealing it, but I still had it. I'm going to get it now. I'm going to get it.
Hey, tell me this. I know you've been in this area for a while, man. Are you actually from?
I'm from Norfolk, man. Shark City representative.
Come on, Shark City representative.
Sir.
Just those backgrounds. I mean, I can see you were a tall guy when you were younger. You know what I'm saying? So I can't imagine anybody really picking on you because I was an old, big head, skinny kid.
Well, I got jumped a lot.
Did you?
I got jumped. Yeah, I mean, I was just such a big guy. I was too much for one dude.
Okay. Oh, okay. So when
they was used to picking on the light-skinned curly-haired boys, and they were little, so you can beat them up. But I was already 6 feet tall, man. So it took a couple dudes to wrestle me.
So where did the comedy come from, man?
The comedy came from that, honestly, man. Like, my comedy came from struggle and having to joke people back. When we out there jonesing on each other and all that. I had to learn how to do it. At first, they used to get the best of me because I ain't really had a whole lot of ammunition because everybody else looked the same and I just looked different.
Yeah.
So that's why I got picked on. But once I started firing back and I would do it smooth like, and I would say you look like such and such and would sing their song or whatever along with it. Yeah, once I looked and I saw I had an audience and I saw girls laughing and all that, I was like,
that's it right there.
And now I become this dude. When I walk up, everybody leaves because they don't want none of this smoke.
That's
now I'm the bully. You know what I mean? Now when I walk up, it's like, oh, this dude. And they were going the other direction. So that's basically how I became, a comedian because I was good at that. Right. But yeah, it comes from tragedy and struggle and hate and all of that. My comedy does. But now it's just, being an older dude and I'm matured and, comedy, man, it only gets better as you get older because you live life.
Yep.
So the more life you live, the more stuff you got to talk about. So when I first started telling jokes, it was, most of my jokes were centered around stuff that I had done, which was only a little bit of stuff, picking my nose, smoking reefer, or, whatever. I hadn't lived, so I didn't have a whole lot to talk about. But now, man, I got a lot of stuff to talk about. So my comedy reflects in that.
Right.
Yeah.
And it shows, and that's why you crack us up when you're on the mic, when you're doing anything, whether you're hosting or whether you're doing a spotlight performance.
Right.
You bring it every time, and that's why I call myself a bootleg comedian. Like I'm like back in the classroom, kind of funny, whatever.
Yeah.
But to sit there and craft, your timing is perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like you time the joke so perfectly, where it's like I know it's coming, and then you deliver.
Right.
It's nothing worse than someone setting up a joke. It's like
that comes from being in the gym, man.
Yeah.
Every weekend. Well, the comedy club, I call it the gym. But every weekend, I do 5 or 6 shows every weekend, man. So that's why I'm brolic. That's why I can go on stage and just, I got a machine gun full of jokes, man. That's why I can just go up and in any foreseeable situation you can think of, and I can just go up there and overcome it, conquer it, whatever you want to call it, because I've been in it.
Right.
I've been in the trenches so long, and I'm so strong, man. And that only comes from, I tell comics all the time, it's like, man, you got to do it. The more you do it, the more you do it. And I know that sounds kind of stupid, but, the more you do it, the more you do it. Because every time you get on that stage, it sets up the next time, whether it's a lesson you learn or, something that you said that was great and you're going to repeat it. And the more you repeat it, the greater you're going to get. So the more you do it, the more you do it.
How long, if a joke bombs, right? Do you ever try it again, or do you automatically say that just wasn't right crowd? How long? How many times do you try a joke and it's like, okay, all right.
Well, for me, a joke has never really bombed because if it makes me laugh, then it's just whether or not I did it right. Like sometimes I've done a new joke and it just didn't land well because in this business, man, when you're on stage, the right wording. And, if you omit a word or you add a word, it can make all the difference in the world, when it comes to crafting a joke. So, maybe the first time I did the joke, I may have got a few laughs. And I'm like, I need to work that out. And, a month later or whatever, the joke is 5 or 6 minutes long. And now it's starting to, to gain its legs. So, that's very important, man. If the thought makes you laugh and you know what the hell funny is, then don't give up on it. I ain't never did nothing and like, I ain't gonna do that no more. Not unless it was something that was so edgy that it made people, totally uncomfortable. But, I know how to toe that line, man. Yeah. And I know, I got a great moral compass, so I know what I can't do. Gotcha. And there's certain topics that I just will not touch on because I feel like you can't make those things funny. Right. Like rape or messing with kids or I don't care what you say, none of that's funny to me. So, the stuff that I know that's funny, if it doesn't hit the first time, I'm coming back and it's going to be better.
When I don't have any kids, but your joke your joke about your daughter's friends kind of like, hey, watch it now. Well, I don't know why that was relatable to me. I guess because I'm 51 years old, but I'm just picturing, seeing these 30-year-old women now be like, hey, girl, man, you keep it up.
The young girls be looking hard now, and I'm just not used to that. You know,
because we got the gray now.
Yeah, man.
Know what I'm saying?
I was so used to being, chased by older women, and now it's like the exact opposite. I'm like, damn, what the hell happened? And it's like, no, you you got a dad bod. Young girls like dad bods because dad bods pay bills.
He got money. Yep. And speaking of jokes you told, I don't want to give away because we're going to get into your special and everything.
Right.
But the joke you told about the mattress.
Yeah, that's what I was used to.
Because I'm used to that too.
Yes, sir.
The first older woman that I dated, whatever, I was like, God.
Yeah, you had to parachute out the bed.
And don't sleep over and roll over it.
Come on,
you're not
man.
used to the bed. You'll
man,
die.
You fall off that bed, she's gonna have to take care of you for a little while.
You ain't going nowhere after that, right?
Yes, sir.
And to know that you got a special is
man.
What's up, man. Congratulations, man.
Thank you, brother.
Let's talk about the special, bro.
Man, I taped the special 4 years ago, man. And here's the thing with the special, I ain't one of them dudes a name drop because I've made myself by myself.
Right.
But when I was down in Raleigh 5 or 6 years ago, Big Daddy Kane saw me. And, after the show, he came up to me and that's just crazy because, he was on my wall, man, when I was young, like Word Up magazine and all that. It was all over my wall. So,
truck jewelry
of course, I fanned out.
Yeah.
I was trying not to, but I'm just like, and he was like, bro, you dope. And whatever. And I just enjoyed that experience, got a picture or whatever. Now, the following year I came back, I hit him up, told him I was coming. He takes me to lunch, picks me up and takes me to lunch. And he's sitting across from me. And this was during COVID.
Okay.
And he was like, man, you should tape a special. He was like, you one of the dopest dudes out there. And it's crazy hearing this from him, And he was like, you need to get used to dudes like me, effing with you. Cause he was like, you dope. He was like, you need to tape a special. And he agreed to perform on my special. And he was going to bring the Rock the Bells film crew and all that to tape it. Like all I had to do was show up.
Right.
So I bought into that. We set a date. And, the date was the date I taped my special, April 28th. Now, mind you, 2 weeks before that, he had an obligation with MC Light and he couldn't do it. Now I'm traumatized because Joe Budden, whose podcast that I went on many years ago, like one of his first guests, he was supposed to host my special that I was going to do in Jersey. He was going to host a show and I was going to tape a special, and that didn't happen because of COVID. So I'm like, man, the hell with these rappers, man. I'm doing this myself. So I sold out 2 shows at the Funny Bone. I taped those 2 shows and got them edited into one joint. And that was April 28th, 2022. And I taped the special. I come out to my boy, rest in peace, Mike Lord's music. I got the blessing to come out with that. And, again, rest in peace. Big B hosted it for me. Big B's voice brought me out. And now when I look at that, because I look at it, once a month, that intro, it gives me chills because Big B's bringing me out and Mike Lord's music is playing as I go up to the stage and everybody's just losing it. And just the intro itself is worth the price of admission. So I fought for years, man, trying to get it put on somebody's platform and nobody would even give me any traction. And finally I got it, 3 months ago, I signed the paperwork and, it has a release date, man. It's called The Auntie Slayer, which goes back to what we were just talking about, older women on high beds and all that. I was the Auntie Slayer when I was young. So that's what it is. The Auntie Slayer, July the 14th. It's going to be on 4 different platforms.
Okay.
And I won't know that until June the 14th.
Okay.
A month ahead of time. But the party is July the 19th. I'm going to have a viewing party and a release party for my comedy special at the Virginia Beach Funny Bone, which, it just makes all the sense in the world to have it, where I taped it at the new location.
That is dope.
Yeah, it is, man.
July 19th. Congratulations once again.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
I feel like when Monique had her situation, we're talking about Netflix, that's when us general public people all of a sudden realize how big specials are. Because, when you got Comedy Central and you got, and to us, fans, this is we just think that's just what y'all do. But not realizing that there's a process with that. Not just everybody gets a special.
And Netflix is very snobby, man. They put out, I remember when Netflix was begging Blockbuster to pick them up. And now they're in the position of like, the hell, we can put whatever the hell we want on our platform.
Yeah.
And that's what they do. So you only see certain specials, and a lot of those people are friends with people within that organization. I'm not. So, and I'm a relative unknown in their eyes. So, you know, I don't even think I went to Netflix, to be honest.
Really?
I went to a few other people, and I had a few people shopping for me, and it just didn't happen. But it happened. God's timing is everything. And, you know, I'm ready to tape another one now.
Yeah, go ahead. Come
you know,
on.
to be honest, right now, I'm just trying to recoup some of that bread that I put into this 4 years ago. So putting it on a platform just makes sense. And, you know, I want somebody important to look at and be like, how do we overlook that dude? And then contact me about taping another one in a grander fashion.
Yeah.
But for me, taping it to Funny Bone made all the sense in the world, because that's where I cut my teeth at.
Right.
So, and shout out to Bruce Smith. Bruce Smith had gotten me, he talked to Mayor Kenny Alexander in Norfolk. He had gotten me the Addicts Theater, man, for free. All I had to do was put security in there to staff the joint.
Right.
But I backed out because I'm like, I got to do 2 shows, and I think Addicts Theater holds like 900 people. And I'm just like, man, I don't know if I got that kind of pull to do 1,800 people on one day. And the Addicts Theater, you know, the parking isn't that favorable. And I'm just like, it's just too much. I'm going to tape it at the Funny Bone. Yeah. You know, because you don't have to do it at a theater now for a comedy special. You can do it any damn where. So I did it at the Funny Bone.
That's what's up, man. July 19th, we're all going to be there to support, to make sure we're there to see the viewing party. And can't wait to find out when what platforms is going to be on, so we can go ahead and support that. Yeah. You don't need to do this, but I got you here, so I'm going to have to ask you to do this. What can people expect from this comedy special? I mean, I think I kind of know, but every time I see something, you do something different. So what can we expect from this comedy? Because the material's from 4 years ago. So what can we expect from this?
Well, I mean, it's self-titled, The Auntie Slayer. So all that stuff that's in it is going to be, but it's very nostalgic, man. It was such a dope moment in time, you know, when I taped that special, man. And I remember a lot of people being mad, you know, at me because I didn't dress up, because that, you know, that's kind of like my thing. Where it became my thing was throwing on suits and fedoras and cufflinks and all that. And, you know, I'm like, I'm at the crib, man, and it's a special. I wanted to go Eddie Murphy on. I threw him, you know, leather pants.
You had the leather pants on, bro?
I did the leather pants, man.
Oh, goodness.
and a dope, like, Givenchy sweatshirt. And I remember a lot of people was like, what is suit at? What is suit at? I'm like, man, I'm doing what I want to do, you know? So I'm not getting paid enough to throw on suits right now. I'm about to say, so right. Maybe that'll change. But, you know, I still get fly on occasion. Yeah.
Well, I'm impressed now. I mean, like I said, I'm looking at the polo outfit. I'm getting a mental picture because I'm going to the outlet. Man. I'm going to the outlet tomorrow.
You ain't going to find this.
Even in Williamsburg? I got you not in Williamsburg neither?
Man, you know what? I will go to Williamsburg and pick up a couple pieces. Gotcha. I got the advantage because I'm gone every weekend. So I go to some of the dopest polo outlets you'll ever see. That's why I get pieces.
The country, man. Especially in Florida, boy.
Man, Sawgrass. There's a lot of joints that be popping now.
Yeah. You got to know where to find them at. So I get my ADHD kicked in. Sorry. Okay. But when is it dropping again? When is the actual special
My special is actually dropping on July 14th, but my party is July 19th. That's Sunday at the Virginia Beach Funny Bone, 6 p.m., man. It's going to be crazy. And it's big. It holds 500 people, and I've already sold a lot of tickets. So, we'll be wise to pick them up.
I ain't get paid this week, so I'm not to.
Yeah, you already know. You family.
Okay. I was making sure. I was like, ooh, I don't know the way gas is set up.
Man, I don't care how high gas go. I put $20 in my car.
No, right.
That ain't gonna never change.
That keeps you from going from point A to point B for about a week, 2 weeks.
Can I help you? A dub on pump 5. I don't care what the price of gas is. If it goes back down to $2, a dub on pump 5.
Never change. Never change. Bo Dacious, man, so glad to have you here. We love to have you come back again and just take over the show.
Come on,
man. We get the songs you want to play in here, let you talk to the people as long as you do. But I just want to say congratulations.
Say the word. I appreciate that, man.
And I've been a fan of yours for a while, and there's a lot of people that are fans of yours. And also, you're also an inspiration to a lot of the comics in this area. Everybody speaks highly of you, bro.
I never thought I'd be the OG. But
I know, right?
Yeah, I done turned. You blink your eyes twice and you unk, man.
Like before you know, you one knee crack away.
Man, they be unking and OGing me to death. But you know what? I relish that, man. And I got jewels for them dudes.
Right. You remember the first time you were called Unk? Do you remember how that felt?
Man.
Yeah, I'm flashback
I was like,
too,
I'm
bro.
the old dude in the club
I was
now.
like,
you
really?
know?
I don't even think I had grade in. I was like, okay.
Yes. That's
Got the
why I
gems.
stopped going to nightclubs, man. I was like, I'm not going to be unk, man.
No.
You ain't going to get too many unks off on me.
Hey, let me get
I'm
you
like, man,
shot,
your face look older than mine. I'm not your uncle. We colleagues. We look like colleagues.
32 years old. They looking like
Yes,
older
sir.
than you. Boy.
Yes, sir.
Bo Dacious, once again, let everybody know, just in case they don't, where to follow you on social media and stuff like
Bo
that.
last name, like Bo last name Dacious, like Charlie last name Wilson. So Bo
go.
last name, those 3 words, man, you'll find me. And I'm doing a lot of content creating now. So
yes, you are.
Yeah, wherever, if you're in your cubicle or whatever, I can make you laugh there too.
You do a great job of taking some of these videos that are crazy out there and just add your commentary to it, man. I don't know what when I see them, I'm like, yo.
My algorithm got bird flu. Because the stuff that pop up on my screen, I'm like, am I being punished, man? Like,
right.
Or either that or God just saying, take this and run with it. You know, it's one or the other, man.
Yeah. One like or one share, and you get nothing but, because right now I got to clear my algorithm. I got nothing but graduation fights on mine for some reason. I shared one video and then that's
trash.
Yeah.
Nothing but trash.
Nothing but trash. Well, we look forward to more seeing you comment on that trash and your special that's going down in July, man. Just much appreciation to you and everything you do, Bo Dacious.
Thanks for having
in the
me,
building, man. Making us laugh on Monday, giving some information. I think he did that on 100.5 The Vibe, baby.
Yeah.
Bo Dacious in the building, man. That's what I'm talking about, bro.